Hello and welcome to Black Dragon Gaming. My name is Kategasira, and as you can see, we have switched over to something that is not a broken anti-paladin. But there is something that is broken. And this isn't unique to the anti-paladin or the prestige or the PrC Pack classes. It's just I don't know why it's happening, but it is. You see this right here? This should be 12 to get this amount of hit points because a Dread Necromancer, D6, etc., etc. So 7 times 7 is 49. But I've got a +2 here, which means that technically that should be 56, but it's not. Which is why our anti-paladin did not have as many hit points as she should have. And so I had to just mod my stats to get my hit points up to where they should be. Unfortunately, I mean, I wish I didn't have to, but I did. So, I recreated our character as best as possible with respect to the changes in build because we cannot be a frontline fighter anymore. However, we do have a group of feats that are called the Corpse Crafter feats, and they do stuff like this. +4 to strength, 2 to hit points per hit die, deal an extra 1d6 damage with its natural weapons, which in this game I'm pretty sure that just means that it just does an extra 1d6 cold damage. We've got these feats which are just from our class. Damage reduction that cannot be bypassed. So that will make up for the fact that we don't have nearly as many hit points a little bit. This gives us a saving throws on poison or disease, which, that is a bonus that will make up for the fact that we're not immune, somewhat anyway. So instead of the stuff that I did have, we still got the scythe, obviously. I've got the silver palm now, which I think we had that, but I can't remember, and that might have been my character in Neverwinter Nights 2. I don't know. Another way, you notice that we don't have the dragon touched feats, and that's because I just didn't feel like bothering with it. There's a whole big thing that you'd have to do with it. I'm just gonna play the game, and I'm just trying to build a character that will get us through the game and the story, not necessarily be an interesting character. We don't have appraise anymore because I needed the extra skill points for spellcraft now since I'm a spellcaster. So we've got everything but discipline, I think. Well, discipline is kind of useless actually anyway. It's just for combat feats. I thought it was like to resist stuff mid-combat, but it's only just like disarm or knock down or whatever. So we'll be getting knocked down a little bit more often, but usually that's a reflex save anyway, so I think we might be able to get past that. But we've got concentration, persuade, lore. We'll be able to do stuff. For equipment, I changed out a few things. You notice that we don't have a ring right now, and that's because I'm just going to go buy one in this town. That'll do both. That'll do the things that we did for both of our rings last time. It'll give us an aura of light so we can see, and then plus the lore stuff. I ran around and looked at the shops beforehand because I was trying to spawn armor and it just didn't work, so I ended up having to do some exporting character. I cheated, basically. I cheated. Anyway, and that's where I got this, which gives us 1 AC deflection modifier and plus some more damage resistance. Although it does give us this, because the Sash of Shimmering is kind of useless when you have this. So, we're immune to knockdown now. Alright, cool. Never mind. I also swapped out the Discipline Gloves for this, because we need more strength, because we are weak. We are weak. We are the weakest of weak. And I got a Cloak of Movement now, because the demon that we made a deal with, if you choose the item instead of the weapon, he gives you a Cloak of Movement, so basically I just retroactively changed our choice, because the axe was useless. So, yeah, that should be it. I mean, I got everything. We don't have any of the extra stuff here now because obviously different character, but I refreshed our potion stock. I haven't changed the look of our gear yet because I just didn't feel like doing it. I want to just hurry up and start playing the game again because I like I like playing the game. So, let's do an undead bugbear. There we go. You should also notice that our aura is not 15 feet anymore, it's only 5 feet. And it'll be harder to tell when we have it on versus when we don't, because it doesn't do anything for us, it just causes other people to become shaken, so we're not going to have that little thing up here. Which, I'm pretty sure that's all there is. Yeah. What the? Okay, whatever, I don't care. Hey, lady. Ah, Katekasira, you have awoken at last. I feel privileged to finally meet you, the hero of Neverwinter, here before me. I'm getting ahead of myself. You must excuse me, I'm just so excited to meet you. Welcome to Port Last. I trust you had a safe journey from Neverwinter. My name is Lorana, and Lady Arabeth has given me the honor of greeting you upon your arrival. Pleasure to meet you, I guess. Let me say again how much I look up to you. We've all heard of the heroic deeds you performed in Neverwinter. Hold on a second. There we go. Performed in Neverwinter, and how you saved so many lives from that terrible plague. I know that you must be anxious to speak with Lady Arabeth and begin the search for the cult. She is anxious to speak with you too. You can find Lady Arabeth and her associate, Aaron Gend, in the next room near the exit of this building. Please go and see her right away. I wish you well in your quest to find the source of that horrible plague. I am sure that you will succeed and prove yourself to be a hero once again. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, hold on. Alright. My cigarette went out while I was speaking. Hey, I'll sell that. I'll sell that too. Speaking of, we need to get cleave. So we don't have that anymore. We need to get that eventually. Although I might just go ham on the whole summoner thing. I don't know.
Very important information. It is good to see you here in Port Last, my friend. If we are to have any luck in tracking down this strange cult behind the plague, it will be with your aid, I am sure. I do not know how much you have been told about Lord Nash's orders. I shall help you understand whatever I can, certainly.
Alright. What do you think I should know?
Please allow me to explain exactly what Lord Nasher wishes of us. Yes, perhaps that would make our path more plain.
Talking to yourself, lady.
You know, of course, that Dester and Fendic were associated with some manner of religious cult that was behind the Wailing Death in the city.
Yeah.
We know so little about this cult, and it would be foolish in the extreme to suppose that simply because their activities in Neverwinter have been stopped, that they have been defeated. Lord Nasher commands that we track down the headquarters of this cult and discover their plans and stop them before another atrocity is committed. Aaron Gend, Lord Nasher's spy master, is here in Port Last to help us do this, and has brought reports of many strange activities throughout the Northern Lands. It is possible that agents of the cult may be behind some of these activities. If so, we may be able to find them and discover where their base is located. Your aid in this will prove invaluable.
I don't know why they felt the need to add Kategas into the writing. You know, I think I already talked about this, so I'm just gonna shut up before I go on that. Alright, alright, well, I'll just get out of here then. I doubt you're gonna want to talk about Fenthic, and I don't really have any extra questions, so let's go.
And I wish you luck.
Righto, hey, Tommy, come here.
Well, now, if it isn't you, glad I am to see you. Isn't the country wonderful this time of year? So much better than the city with all that, burning and dying. You know.
Surprised to see you here, Tommy. Yeah, well, what's a halfling supposed to do? Me, I go where the money is. After you and I went our separate ways, Miss Arabeth there approached me and gave me plenty of money to hop along this pony ride of hers. We're all supposed to help with this search. Seems like Lord Nasher wants to get rid of all the cultists who started this fight. I say good for him. Just goes to show that not all old people are useless and should be killed, you know? So you were conscripted into service by Arabeth. I've already been paid by Miss Arabeth, and good coin too, I might add. You'd think this Nasher fellow belched gold at will. I was just told that I'm supposed to help out wherever I can. How sweet and unspecific is that? I, don't suppose you actually want something, do you? I could use a good rogue by my side. Well, isn't it a coincidence that I happen to be a good rogue? Fine. This one rabbit town was beginning to bore me anyway. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Anyone else I should talk to? Just like a bunch of mercenaries, basically. Alright, Aaron Gind.
Hail, friend. You were instrumental in ridding Neverwinter of unpaving death, I understand. Allow me to congratulate you on a job well done. You have shown yourself to be possessed of remarkable courage and resourcefulness. That is fortuitous, for both these qualities will be needed if you are to complete your mission. But that is not how we should begin. I am known as Aaron Gind, and I have served our Lord Nasher for some time. Hopefully, I may be of similar use to you now.
Alright, how exactly can you help me?
My place lies in the shadows. I have many eyes and ears throughout the northern lands. And it is my place to inform Lord Nasher where the Vipers lay in wait. If only I had foreseen the actions of this cult, I could have prevented the disaster. But these men move skillfully out of my sight and hearing.
Sorry, I'm just checking, like, the various strengths of, the people around. What about you, Bugbear? Can I examine you? Level 5? That's good enough. Although I should probably summon the zombie ogre instead of the Bugbear. But, whatever.
Instead of recriminating myself for my failure, I must do what I can to repair the damage. And that is to offer what information I have to you, so that you may find where this new nest of vipers hides. Erebeth has informed you of where you must search, yes? She has told you of how you may root out these fiends?
She said you would explain the details?
Unearthing the cult will not be a simple task. What few whispers I have collected, however, have allowed me to narrow your search to this region. It is vital that the cult's exact location be found, and that we are certain any leads we discover are not attempts at deception. Erebeth will not be satisfied until we find at least 2 separate leads that point to the same locale. That is your task. I do know of one possible lead for you. There has been strange news regarding a series of caves that lie north of Port Last. Investigation may reveal the cult to be hidden there.
Suppose we're going cave spelunking then.
If not, there are other avenues for you to investigate. The city of Luskan to the north, Neverwinter Wood to the east, and the wildlands of the south road. I suggest, however, that looking into the caves first would still be your wisest choice. The caves are in the hills to the north of Port Last, near the Green Griffin Inn. They have long been used by humanoid tribes of orcs, bugbears, and the like. They aren't usually a concern. In recent months, however, I have received word that these various humanoid creatures have been raiding the roads south of Luskan. This would not be unusual, except that the creatures now seem very organized and, I hear, are being led by humans. This leads me to believe the cult may be involved. That will be for you to determine. Just keep this in mind. No matter what you find there, Erebeth will wish 2 firm leads on the cult's location before she will act. We cannot afford a mistake.
Dude, this guy talks a lot. Holy crap.
Have you a question for me then, my friend?
What about the other places?
As you wish. I will certainly tell you all I know about the other places you may need to search.
Neverwinter Neverwinter Road, yes. Neverwinter Wood.
One of the deepest and most ancient woods of the north, my friend. It is filled with life both beautiful and dangerous, and is tended to by the Order of Druids.
Alright, why do you think the cultists might be there?
The Archdruid Aewil has sent several letters to Lord Nasher as of late, begging for aid against some unknown force that assails the wood. Lord Nasher would have provided the help the Archdruid required, but could not, due to the chaos within the city. Neverwinter must come first. Aewil has sent no more messages in recent days, and it is possible that the Druids exist no more. The exact danger that was being faced was not explained. This cult may not even be involved. It may, however, so this may be an excellent avenue for you to search. Whatever has occurred, my friend, expect the worst.
Righto, well, let's get a move on then.
The gods be yours, my friend.
We do have to go to the caves first anyway, so just because If the game's telling me to, I'm gonna go there first. Just... Who the hell are you? Hello, madam, or is it my lady? I'm not very good at this. It's just that you look like an adventurer my pa and I could certainly use some help. Alright, and what seems to be the problem? Well, me and my pa, his name's Geralt. Everyone in Port Lass knows him. We live on a farm just north of the town gates. Okay. I didn't know this place had gates. Like, is it even big enough to have gates? Alright. There's lots of monsters that live on the hills around our farm. Normally they don't bother us so much, but lately they've been ambushing travelers and caravans and such, being real bold. They even went and kidnapped my mother while me and Pa were away from the farm last week, so my Pa sent me to town to get help. You want me to find your mother? We just needs your help. All I ask is that you go and talk to my Pa Geralt and nothing else. Alright. Suppose I'll do that. Make no promises, but I'll go talk to him. That'd be great, my lady. I'm sure my pa would appreciate it. To get to our farm, you just need to go through the north gate and follow the road a bit. I'll just stay here for now and find some more people to send to Pa until he calls me back. I'm sure you'll do the trick, though. Just go and talk to him. Okay, well, let's... What are we looking for? We are looking for... this. Let's go over here. Alliance arms in... Hey, magical sundries. May want to go over there. Just to see what she has. Alright, mate. Who's you?
Can I help you?
Let me see what I can buy. Split mail, like you're just selling like basic gear in here. Striding does constitution if I recall. New cloak, cloak protection. Yeah. Okay. Ah, here we go. Ring of Scullers, I think it is. Yeah. Put that on. Sell that and these. Natural armor. I think that's alright. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's go with that. Alright. I suppose we'll go to the Magical Sundries place next. Right, it sounded like a lady's name. Yeah, Tours. Magical Sundries. Let's get up there. Hey, nice. What the hell is this? I don't really care about that. Is that a teleportation device?
Welcome to the shop, as I like to say. I am Eltura Subtil, and a finer collection of wares you are not apt to find.
Alright, can I see your merchandise? Alas, I don't show my rare and valuable goods to just anyone who is curious. To get a look at the goods, you must give me a magical reagent. Do you have anything that might interest me? Alright, what kind of reagents are you looking for? Yeah. Fire beetle's belly, a bodoc's tooth, a rakshasa's eye, a slide's tongue, a skeleton's knuckles, some quartz crystal, finberries, fairy dust, or silk glands of an ettercap. Alright. I kind of wish we had kept one then. Wait. Not that I'd exactly have it on this character right now, but... Ballard's Grove, Dockhouse, you know. Let's go to the temple, see if they have any quests for us. Who are you? Why do you have a name?
Why, hello, my lady. You must be one of the new adventurers in town.
I'm so excited to see that a woman of determined personality can get ahead in this world. Sure. What's your name? My name is Shaldrissa. What do they call a bold adventuress like you? That depends on who I'm killing. I prefer Katagas. So exciting the way you talk. Not at all like anyone in this town. They're all just so boring. What's exactly wrong with this town? Are you kidding? This is a dead zone. There's nothing to do here. I can hardly wake up without yawning from boredom. There are worse things than boredom, kid. Life is pretty hazardous in the outside world. And I'm sure you have experienced it all before. Don't you see, that's the opportunity I want. So why are you talking to me about it? You could take me with you. You could be my mentor and I your loyal pupil. We could become famous together. Maybe you should answer some questions first. Are there any jobs available? Why would I want a job here in town? I guess you must know, my father is Mayor Kendrick, and I do know about one job offer. There was a prison break in Waterdeep, and my father is offering a huge reward for anyone who can hunt down the escaped criminals. I only tell you about this because taking the job will help us. I mean, you escape the boring clutches of this town. Alright. Sure. Let's get her going. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Why don't you go get your weapons and armor and meet me back here in a few minutes? Oh dear, I don't have anything like that. I know, you give me 1,000 gold so I can run and buy some supplies. I mean, I've got a lot of money. Okay, yeah, here you go. Nope. 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 I can see that one coming. She just wants to con you out of money. Nope. I was kind of hoping, actually, that I actually would get a third person in my party. That would be nice. So, is anyone in here? Just, like, no one? What's this do? Dude, what? Oh. Oh, interesting. Alright. Welcome to the Tyrian Temple. Tell me, are you here for Tyr services, or perhaps the Lady Luck herself has guided you to us during these dark days? Why must I use a magical portal to enter your temple? I know it may seem strange to you, my lady, but the temple within Port Last was actually destroyed during the time of troubles, when the gods themselves walked the face of Faerun. That's the ages, like just after that anyway, is when the Baldur's Gate series is set. It's like 2 decades after, I think? Because you're like 18, 20, some shit like that. Yeah, that's about right. We had retreated to a cave far from town, hidden well enough that we could carry on our Lord Tyr's orders in safety. For our efforts, he blessed us with a portal that still connects us to the town and consecrated this new place. We are no longer in danger in Port Last, of course, but this hidden temple still serves us well. At the very least, it is a safe haven should trouble ever arise again. Fair enough. Okay. What? Perhaps you need some assistance? Well, I'm hesitant to suggest the task because of the danger involved, but it's very important. You can be certain I'd compensate you for the risk, should that matter to you. Alright, yeah. Tell me what you would have me do. Let me tell you how this started. A short time ago, a foul beast settled into the area of town. At first, few of us knew of its presence. Indeed, Port Last has known few troubles for many years. Slowly, however, we became aware. Several of our citizens disappeared without any trace, always on the night of a full moon. Wolf prints were found, the howling was constant. We thought the town besieged. The trouble was from no pack of wolves, however. It came from a creature much more powerful and cunning, a werewolf. The famous hunter Sir Carithus was sent for orders to slay this black wolf, as we came to call it. Carithus took with him 4 of Port Last's younger lads to aid in his task, but unfortunately the black wolf was merciless. He overcame the night and attacked the 4 boys. Only young Ander managed to return to us unharmed. According to Ander, the other 3 boys were wounded but had managed to flee. I fear this means the curse of the werewolf will have been passed on to them. If the boys are not found and cured or killed, we could very well be facing even more danger than from the black wolf alone. Yeah, that does sound pretty friggin' terrible. Oh, pack of werewolves? Fuck that. I have silver charms here, which may yet drive the curse from their blood. You must subdue the beast first, however, and convince them to use the charms, if you can. And then the Black Wolf himself must be dealt with. As I said, a terrible but vital task. Where can I get the weapons to fight werewolves? I hope that it will come to such bloodletting only as a last resort. These are innocent lads under a curse. There is a peddler who came to town after hearing of our plight. His name is Alhilor. You'll find him at the Alliance Arms Inn. Okay, silvered arrows, belladonna. Alright. I'll do this to you then. For you then, rather. You don't know how relieved I am to hear that. Here, take the silver charms. Hopefully they can be used to cure all 3 boys and Sir Carithus, should he still live. Each of the boys wears a ring. They should give them up freely if cured. Bring them back to me and I'll know their situations are resolved. Alright? Okay, yeah. Actually, do you have any services? Purchase from the temple? Hell yeah. What you got? Close the Yellow Rose. Sunzone, yeah. Protector. Interesting. So +1 and below is damage resistance for that one. Nice. Fortification, movements, armor of comfort. I think we already had that one. Yeah. Robes of the Old Order. Improved robes of the Old Order. Split mail, half plate. Yeah. What about in here? Can I get like a +2 thing in here? No. That sort of sucks. Scarab protection. Ooh, amulet of health. 2 AC for that. That's a ring of power. What's that do? Oh, dude. Alright. No! So expensive, though. Okay, I'm coming back after I get another, what was that, 2,000? Yeah, 2,000 gold. I need... Oh, that's so great, though. Rod of Resurrection. Interesting. Who are you?
Yes, hello to you.
I hope your deeds in Neverwinter weren't a fluke. Erebeth has spent a lot of time and energy invested into you. But don't expect me to go healing you or anything like that. My powers are tied to the teleportation portal and the Stone of Recall in your backpack. Who are you? My name is Kaliandros, a cleric of Tyr. I serve Erebeth by aiding those who work out for her. Okay, well, bye then, I guess. Like, I was hoping you'd be more important than that, but screw you too, I guess. Leaving. Alright, what's going on here? So the Alliance Arms Inn, right? To go get Belladonna and such? Hello. Alhelo's house. Isn't that the guy that we're going to talk to, like, right now? In level 1.
Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping. Hello there. Is there something the matter? Did you have something to ask of me?
I spoke with Nurik. He said I should see you. Ah, he said it was only okay. He said it was okay to tell you about the Black Wolf, I guess. Do you want to hear about that then? Yeah, tell me. I suppose there's no harm in talking about it if Nurik says it's okay. He said that I should try to forget about it, stop thinking about it so much. I don't know, I try. Sometimes I feel kind of normal and then all I can see are those eyes looking out from a cave and there's that feeling of knowing something's wrong. Total fear. Anyway, Karithus was a werewolf hunter and he came here to hunt the Black Wolf. That's what we call poor last werewolf. Yeah, sounds like this dude has PTSD. Sorry, man. It's just standing around and then suddenly it's just like, blah, and you start freaking out. Yeah, that's about right. Karithus wanted some help, so me and some friends volunteered. Bran, Geth, and Earth. We didn't think there was any real wolf anyway, and Karithus' coin was good. Together, we began the hunt for the Black Wolf. We found wolf tracks and followed them to a cave. Karithus went in while we set up camp. It's just outside of Luskan, that cave. It's in the hills east of the Green Griffin. Not long after we set up camp, Karithus came out, but as a werewolf. I was so scared. I could still see his face so clearly. I couldn't help but run. We all ran. I'm the only one that got away. The rest are probably beasts now, too, or dead. Why did Karithus insist on going in alone? He was too worried about us, and he thought it was his duty. I don't think I could have gone in alone or even with him. I don't think I could ever go out of that cave either. Do you know where the others might be? I mean Earth, Bran, and Geth? I know places that they like to go before. I haven't been able to look yet. I want to, but I can't. Alright. You know where Earth could be? His family might know. Okay. Live on the south side of town. What about Bran? Bran like the mysterious of Charwood. Okay. What about Geth? Neverwinter Wood. Alright. Where was Sir Karithus? I guess you look in that werewolf's den? I don't really know. He wasn't from around here, so he might have left for anywhere. Alright, that's good enough, I suppose.
Wow, they told me you had a fine face, but gosh, you're the hero of Neverwinter, that much is sure.
Who the hell are you? Oh, well, I suppose I should know for sure that you are who I think you are. I don't want to make a mistake after all. Is there a point to this? I'm sorry, I just wanted to make sure it was really you. I want to thank you. I have family in Neverwinter, and you saved their lives when you cured the plague. I wanted to give you this ring as a token of my gratitude. Why did my cult... Okay, that's very nice of you, thank you. What the hell?
Don't worry, young Andrew. This will work out, yes. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Outlaw.
I should probably drop this, just because it's...
Alhemor, Port Last's only anti-lycanthropic merchant at your service. Come one, come all, defend yourself against the legend of the Black Wolf.
Alright, let's buy some shit from you then, I guess. Arm of the Wolf. Dude, I like that. +3. That's 4 with a larger bonus. And that's... Yeah, I'll have to come back and get that because that's nice, actually. Okay, what about this? Braces, dexterity, armor, okay. Woodcutter's axe? What the... Okay. Ow. It's named after... Ugh.
Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for helping me, Outlaw.
Unneeded. What about this? Natural armor, ring of protection, okay. Belladonna. Alright, yeah, sure, let's buy a few of these. Alright, yep, that's fine then. Okay. Stairs up, exit. Dark-tongued breakbone. That's an interesting name. Elaith, okay, who the hell are you?
Greetings to you. It is rare we see new faces come to drink with us at the Alliance Inn.
Alas, I am no sir, though you are kind to assume so. My name is Elaith Kraldober, although a simple Elaith will certainly do. At times like this, I do wish I could return to Evermeet, where grace and courtly manners were the custom, rather than the exception. Alas, that way is closed to me now. Elaith Kraldober, I've heard that name before. Ah yes, a smuggler and ruthless adventurer out of Waterdeep. Perhaps you've heard of my little encounter with the Knights of Shield.
Thanks so much for helping me.
Okay, can I purchase any equipment? It is true, I was once an agent for the black market. However, I have long since retired from that profession. Retired? Real loss to the profession, I'm sure. But you have to understand, there's retired and then there's retired. Truth is, I may have a few items left over from my heyday that I'm still looking to unload. Nothing much, but maybe you'd like to take a look. Yeah, sure. Dude, nice. Shadow Legion armor? Oh, dude! Oh, dude! That's a +6. It's normal leather armor, I think. Chain shirts, leather armor +1. Agility, what's this do? Oh, interesting. There's so much I need to buy here, though. Weapons? Anything good? Doesn't look like it in the weapons, but that's fine.
This will work out, yes. Everything happens for a reason, it does.
Thanks so much for
Dude. Can I sell trap kits to you? Like, I hope I can. That'd be cool. Alright, so we need a lot of damn gold. Okay, what about you? Oi, you there. You're from Neverwinter, ain't you? Working for Erebeth? I am. I thought so. You had the cure for the whaling all sewed up. Sure, I should have expected you. And you are? Name's Darktongue Breakbone. I've been out here since you cured the whaling, looking for signs of where it came from. What have you uncovered? I've heard what you've been told, I'm sure. There were a cult behind the plague, and they be somewhere in the north. I ain't exactly sure, but I have me suspicions. Okay. Why don't you join me? Join you? Well, that's right flattering offer, but this bum knee of me, I'm laid up for a while. I'll tell you what, though, I'm always happy to share information. If you find anything, tell me about it. 2 heads are better than 1,
Thanks
eh?
so much for helping me, Outlaw.
Alright, where do you suspect that the cult is based? Along the North Road, and I'll tell you why. There's a network of caves up there. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Okay. Went up there to check it out myself. Seems there's orcs, bugbears, and goblins crawling all over the hills. So I got my knee hurt too. Bastard goblins ambushed me before I can find out what was going on. What makes you think that the cult was involved? 2 reasons. First, the beast started to gather just when the plague hit Neverwinter. Second, there was a man leading the goblins who attacked me. That ain't a typical thing. Maybe the man was a cultist, maybe not. Either way, my gut is telling me that the picture ain't right. I'll be sure to check it out. Listen then, if you find anything, you tell me. 2 heads are better than 1 and all that. We adventurers need to stick together and find those bastards and punish them. Best of luck to you. I wish my knee was healed up so I can come with. Dude, he's rough. What's going on up here? Anything special? Just some doors? Oh, Tommy, I've got something for you. Provided you're actually a proper level. Yeah, you are. Okay. Hey, Tommy, take care of it. Good man. We'll get to the action eventually, I promise. Nope. Well, that wasn't worth it. How am I going to make money in this? I mean, I've got very little carry capacity. Customer? Okay, well, I don't give a shit then. Whatever. Alright, I guess we're leaving then. Man, I need like 100,000 gold to get all the stuff that I want. Shit. Dockhouse. Let's go to the docks. See if we can't find anyone that wants us to do a job for them. The more quests, the better. Flarg. That's interesting. Hey, mate.
Hello?
Yeah, no, let's not. Shady character, eh? Hey, out of my way. Out of my way. Finally. Alright. Look like the kind of person who knows how to live in the shadows. I take offense to that now. What's it to you? It's my business to notice these sort of things. Might be in need of some helpful items. Hey, let's see what you have to offer then. Same as the other guy, but cheaper. Interesting. Yeah, it's same as... what's his face? I didn't know that was over here. Cool. What's in here then? Sorry, gotta explore, you know? What the hell's going on over here? Well. Thank you. What's going on? Look, I don't mean to be rude. Arguing with Captain Mung is draining, so you'll have to excuse me if I can't talk, alright? I've got supplies to move. What the hell is going on? I've got 2 shipments, one to Waterdeep and one to Neverwinter. The Waterdeep shipments is worth more, but the Neverwinter package is for relief, put together by the citizens of Port Last. Good Captain Mung's only got room for 1 shipment. Of course, he wants the money from the valuable shipment, but the people of Neverwinter need this relief shipment, alright? Isn't there some compromise that can be worked out? I wish there was, but really, this is black and white. The people of Port Last have worked hard to help Neverwinter. I want that effort coming to be carried out. Alright, I'll speak to the captain then.
Hello.
Having a nice chat with old PrC over there. He fill your head with moralistic nonsense. Hope you're not a fool enough to believe it all. Alright, I spoke to the dockmaster. I want to change your mind. What? You're taking his side? I'm not risking my life or my men's life. Don't believe that the plague is cured. Dude, I cured it. But I know it is. I'm from Neverwinter. Alright, can we reset that conversation then?
Hello.
And when all of those Neverwinter starved so you can get some extra gold... you had to put it like that, didn't you? Fine, I'll take the shipment, but you leave me alone now, alright? I got work to do.
I greet you.
I need more money. Sorry, bro. Thank you. Helping Neverwinter was the right thing. And I got paid for it, too. Hey, I'll do anything if I get money for it. It doesn't even matter. Now, unfortunately, it's the end of the episode. So, I'll have to see you in the next episode. Thank you for joining me.